So we're gonna take all this stuff up to the cabin and dump it off, see how it survived the winter, and maybe even do a bit of work. I've got my dirty old jeans in there somewhere. So it's a 1, 2, 3, go. So we're gonna try a walk in and check it out, make sure everything survived the winter. We were looking at our handy dandy animal footprint chart, and we think that might be a moose. It's got the 2 toes and the 2 heel prints. So people had said that there were moose around here, but we'd never seen one. Maybe that's evidence. It said it's either a mule deer, a moose, or a caribou. I've never heard of a mule deer. I don't think we have caribou around here, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, it's a good thing we didn't come up with a car because it's really snowy still, which is surprising, but not surprising. There, this is Kyla's favorite part of the crap road.
Crap road? It's got a new name. It's called Logging Road.
Road de Forêt or something? Yeah, something like that. Yeah. There you can see we've crested the hill. We're on our way down. You can see the lac is still frozen solid out there. So we were premature by a month, maybe.
At least a couple weeks, eh?
Yeah. Now we know.
Yeah.
Coming down the last hill to the property, we were both commenting how it's nice to be back up here, even though we had to walk in and there's not that much we could do. It's just got a nice sort of an vibe to it.
You there?
Okay, we're rounding the last corner. $1 million question. Oh, I see the roof.
Yay!
Ta-da! Everything seems to be pretty good. Tin boat, but this tree here fell over, or this here tree, depending on where you're from. We checked inside the bunkie and it's fine. Everything looks good. We're only about, I don't know, 120 kilometers north of Ottawa, or maybe 150. And it's still sort of wintry by comparison.
Yeah.
So, no dock today.
That'd be cool water to put the dock in.
Yeah. There it is. What's that? 8 or 9 degrees, maybe even 10 degrees, but it doesn't feel like it with the wind coming off the lake. Are we eating inside?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, it's still a bit chilly out.
Yes.
Well, we did a little bit of clearing over on the far side, and now we got to go home. So it wasn't a total waste of time. It's good to come in and see everything.
Okay, it's 2:01.
Now we have to walk back 7 kilometers to the car. Kyla was just noticing that these huge ass prints look pretty fresh. Hard to say whether they were from before we walked along or after.
See the pokey bits? Those are gotta be the nails.
Yeah, pokey nail bits. I think they're coyote. 2 weeks have passed since we last attempted to go up to the land, and the road was still snowy. So we've packed up again and we're gonna try it. So here we go. Take 2. Well, we've made it farther than we did last time. We're on the road. I had to stop for another pee break. Guess that's the thing about getting older. So far there's just been little bits of snow like that one over there. It's a beautiful day, about 16 degrees, and it is April the something, early April. I think we're gonna get in. Doggy. We've been coming across these little patches of snow from time to time, but they don't seem to be too bad. I just power through them. Cross your fingers.
Yay.
off. We've come to this spot, which I guess goes up to the very top of the hill that we go over, and it's still quite snowy. Like I tried to go up here. You can see how deep those prints are, tire tracks. So I don't know if I want to risk it or not, because if you get stuck up here, you're kind of screwed. There's no one that's going to come and get you out. At least not for 50 bucks.
Well, that's a bummer.
That's a total bummer. I was stoked to do some workings.
Yeah.
Well, next week, this is definitely further than we made it last time. And you can see someone else has beat us in here, even though our spot is the only place down here. It seems to have wintered pretty well. We'll have to come on our morning walks and do some filling here and there. We made it all the way to sketchy part number 2, which is not really sketchy. It's bumpy is all. What's this? Another bendy tree. Huh. Another log is down. Brother down, brother down. And there it is. We made it. Let the season begin. 3 times a charm. 3rd time's a charm. We're trying to pick up from where we left off at the end of last year. The whole idea of coming up here today was to get at least a post or 2 poured.
In the fall of 2022, after the Shabunky was finished, we staked out the 12 piers for the bigger cabin. Before the snow came, we were able to dig 7 holes down to 5 feet below grade, 4 holes down to 4 feet, and of course there was that one last hole that was a mess of roots that we'll have to deal with later. So today's goal was to clean up and pour 1 pier, which we did before heading into town for more concrete.
One other nice part, April 29th, no bugs. There were a few trees that come down over the winter. I think we showed one earlier, but I cut them all up with a chainsaw. We moved them. We got 2 more posts. So just 7 to go. We're almost half, and they go quite quickly now that we know what the heck we're doing. So Kyle has been digging and cleaning up. All kinds of good stuff. So that's pretty much it for weekend number 1 of summer 2024.